A lot of people have been loving the tutorials. This one's going to be on weight transfer.
Las Vegas victory lane for Fox Television. Ricky Bobby, today's big winner. Heck of a win for you today, but it seems as if you either win or crash the car trying to win.
Well, Dick, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence, and nobody can hang with my stuff. You know, I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last.
Kind of good there,
You know,
my guy.
what I'm talking about? That phrase, trademark, not the tradition, Ricky Bobby.
They didn't see nothing.
Helloooimjensen, what's going on, guys? Hope you're having a great day. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. So, a lot of people have been loving the tutorials, so I'm gonna bring another tutorial for you guys. This one's gonna be on weight transfer. Let's kind of run through the checklist of the past tutorials. We've done donuts, left foot braking, a bunch of different stuff. So if you haven't seen the past tutorials, make sure you go check them out. But this one will be on weight transfer. Weight transfer is very important, especially if you're in a heavy automatic car like this, where you can't just clutch kick and break the wheels loose immediately, which is always better when you want to come in at high speed and stuff like that. But I'm gonna show you guys some ways where you can use weight transfer to your advantage. That way your wheels can always break loose and you don't oversteer or understeer off the track or wherever you're at. Supposed to be at the track. Let's take a look at this first video of my summer jam run at I believe this was winter jam. So watch this video and we'll talk about it after. So boom, as you can see, coming off the line, I start to go left, and notice it's a left-hand turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start on the left-hand side of the track, turn to the right ever so slightly. You see the wheels start to turn before I even hit the gas. When I get to about, say, here, that's when you hear me get on the gas to start to kick the rear end out. And when I feel the rear end start to kick out, I'm starting the counter steer into the turn, keeping the wheels pointed straight in the direction that I want to go. Once the rear end kicks out, loses complete traction, let off the gas a little bit so it'll catch a little bit of traction to the point where it starts to bring the car back. At that point, you get back on the gas so it doesn't catch traction and snap back. We'll get to almost that point where it does that, but since you get back on the gas, it's going to keep going the opposite direction. So that's when you obviously counter steer into the other direction. But what that's doing is when you're turning right, getting on the gas is compressing all the suspension on the left side of the car. And then once you flick it the other way, it throws the car to the opposite side, and then all the suspension is loaded up on the other side of the vehicle. So that way it compresses down, and then you get a good slide, an actual slide on it, versus, you know, sometimes you come into a turn and maybe you don't have enough weight on the front wheel or something, so that means it doesn't have enough traction, so it might push out a little bit. Or, you know, there's a lot of variables that can happen, but using weight transfer like this can definitely help the wheels fully kick out, and then fully kick out the other way. That's why you use the weight transfer to your advantage. Otherwise, say if I were to just go at the turn straight and then try to turn into the turn and then smash the gas, because this car has such high horsepower, it will do it, but there's still a chance where it's going to understeer and push forward. It's happened during donuts and on slipperier surfaces. So if it's in the rain and you go to hit a turn or something, it could happen. So I always like to use that weight transfer to my advantage, so I know that the wheels are going to be spinning in the rear and the front ones are going to have traction and they're going to be pointed in the direction where I'm trying to go. Okay, so that kind of explains the first video as just a little bit of flick, boom, and you enter into the drift, into the turn. The other tutorials kick in. As you can see, that was an S turn, so if you want to learn how to do that, go back to the how to drift a S turn tutorial. Yeah, let's go to the next video so I can show you guys another example. this video in particular starts off left foot braking into the weight transfer. So if you haven't seen that video, go check out that tutorial of how to left foot brake, get all those tips down. What I'm doing in the beginning is I'm turning in, same method, turning in and then hitting the gas, counter steering, and then coming back the other way, using the weight transfer to flick the car into the turn. But I know it's going to start going a little fast, so I'm using that left foot braking method to kind of slow down the entire turn, or the entry rather, because I let off the left foot brake as I'm going around the actual turn, drifting. But in the beginning, you see that I'm weight transferring the car. This could be considered a manji, but this is more of like a Scandinavian flick. So yeah, that's what it is. Some people call this a Scandinavian flick. That's kind of just throwing more sauce onto the weight transfer. A manji would be, you know, you're going down the street really side to side. I might do a tutorial on that as well. Comment down below if you'd like to see that. As you can see in this video, turn to the left, hit the gas, brings the end out. So I start to turn in, keeping the wheels pointed. I'm counter steering in, letting off the gas, catching a little bit of traction, and then getting back on the gas once it starts to come back the opposite direction. You're always keeping the wheels pointed in the direction you're wanting to go, which in this case is straight. I get to the point where I want to enter the actual turn, and that's a whole lot of weight transfer. When I'm doing all this, it's weight transfer, weight transfer, weight transfer. Yeah, you'll figure out how far you need to start, all that type of stuff once you start really practicing it. But that's just another example of how to weight transfer. Let's go to another video. All right, so in this one, back on Summer Jam, this is a while ago. I think this is 2-3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, probably 2 years ago. But yeah, this is the passenger seat of coming into the Summer Jam layout. So as you can see, so let's check it out. So this is pretty much the first video. It's just a different angle, so it shows you the significance of the flick and how important it is. Coming into the turn, I'm on the left side of the track, which is to some people that would be strange because it's a left-hand turn, you know? Some people would think that you want to be either in the middle or the right side, but no, not for using the weight transfer Scandinavian flick type method. I'm on the left side of the track coming in. I turn the steering wheel right and it starts to turn the car as I'm getting on the gas. So whap, and it'll kick the back end out. I'm starting to turn into the turn, keeping the wheel straight, but now I'm pointed the opposite direction of the left-handed turn, pointed right, obviously. So as that's happening, I'm on the gas, just like I said before, off the gas for the smallest amount of time for the rear wheels to start to catch traction and bring the car around again. So once you feel that traction start to catch, counter steer back into the gas, and then that's when you point the wheels up the turn in this example. That whole flick is the weight transfer that's going to set you up to be able to hit that turn. Let's take a look at another video and another example. So in this example, I'm not drifting, but I'm using weight transfer to flick the car around during a U-turn. Also using left foot braking methods. All of these tutorials tie together. In this example, I'm left foot braking, like kind of a little bit of a walking burnout, but I'm still using the weight transfer method. I'm just going a lot slower. So I start to break loose of traction. The back end starts to kick out to the left. So I'm counter steering, keeping the wheels straight, and then into the gas, and then letting off a little bit, and then back into the gas hard, smashing the brake so it kind of pivots the front end, flings it around, and then smashing back on the gas. And for this one, I put it in like fourth to make it real smoky and stuff like that. But this is just another example of using that weight transfer method to get the car positioned where you want to. If I wanted to, I could just ride the brakes, turn the wheel, and kind of just like walk it around. But that's not as that's not as cool looking. Let's just say that. So I flick it, and then bring the back end around, and then ride the brakes a little bit. Did this whole turn in second. So I'll put it in third, third, and then fourth. As I'm exiting, you see how smoky it is. So that was fourth gear exit. But like I said, that's just another method on how to left foot brake the car into a weight transfer. I hope this tutorial helps. I hope the past tutorials have helped. Like I said, if you haven't seen those, make sure you go check those out. I get a lot of people saying that these really help them, so I hella appreciate you guys watching these. It's hella cool that I can help you guys, you know, improve your driving. So shout out to everyone that watches these. I hella appreciate it. Like I said, I will bring some more, probably a Manji one coming soon. I know there's a lot of people that are like, oh, left foot braking, like if you don't know how to left foot brake, blah blah blah, you shouldn't be driving, like talking down and all this stuff. Everyone doesn't know how to do everything as soon as they start, you know. A lot of these tutorials are meant for people, you know, just beginning, but a lot of people learn new tips. Like I definitely don't know everything there is to driving, so I still look at other people's driving tutorials and get tips and always ask questions and stuff. So there's never enough tutorials, you know. There's always going to be different methods and different things that people try that might work for you, might not work for you. So let's see what works best. Once again, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. If you'd like to support the channel, go down below to helloclothing.com. Look at these nice orange hoodies, for example. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell, thumbs up, all that stuff. See you guys in the next video. Deuces.
Victory lane for Fox Television. Ricky Bobby, today's big winner. Heck of a win for you today, but it seems as you need to win or crash the car trying to win.
Well, Dick, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence, and nobody can hang with my stuff. You know, I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last.
Kind of good there,
You know,
my guy.
that's what I'm talking about. That phrase, trademark, not producer Ricky Bobby.
They didn't see nothing.